Hello world. It is Monday afternoon. It's about 5:30 and I moved some things around. First of all, a moment of appreciation for these beautiful lilies. 5 of them bloomed today. This one. So what I did was the broccoli and the basil that used to be there, I moved, and everything else I slid down. Let me tell you something. Those 3 bins was a workout to slide down. I didn't think I was going to be able to do it, but I did it. Damn it. So this is my sweet peas falling down. These are, I think, 2 or 3 different varieties of sweet peas. Sweet pea flowers. Which ones they are, I couldn't tell you because I don't remember. My portulaca with a rock for my friend's dad in memory of my friend's father, who was a very sweet man. And so now he's part of my garden. These are more sweet pea flowers. This is going to be the last year that I use this thing. I think I've said that for the last 2 years, but this year it's official because it's falling apart. My Cubanelle pepper, and I just planted an onion in there, and I planted an onion in there, and I planted the other onion somewhere. This is a jalapeno pepper plant, and I'm concerned about it because look at the color. Look how yellow the leaves are. Not yellow, but they're like a lot lighter green than that one. And this one, this is a hot cherry pepper. This one's got some peppers on it already. Oh shit, look at that one. I didn't see this one before. It's a big guy. Also in these pots are sweet pea flowers, vines, soon to be flowers. So this is this row, square pot row. And then I just put the plant stand there with the sedum. That area is hideous, but in the future I'll get another square bin that'll fit right there and plant something. It turns out the reason I moved it is because these 2 pots weren't getting enough sun. As you could see the difference in these 3 plants, how much bigger this one is. This fence is great, but it's also a bitch because it blocks the sun. And these milkweeds are also blocking sun. So I pushed some in there and I pushed some back, and I hope that helps. But yeah, back to the peppers. So this is Cubanelle pepper, jalapeno pepper, red cherry pepper, and these are 3 more peppers. This is another Cubanelle, serrano, and I believe this is oh boy, this is either a hot cherry pepper or a jalapeno pepper, but I just don't know. This is a red serrano pepper plant that I've already harvested like 4 peppers from. And then my last 2 pepper plants are these. Oh, I forgot one. I forgot a pepper plant over there. I'll be back to it. This is a Carolina Reaper. This is my Anaheim pepper plant. And it's got 2 peppers so far. They got a lot bigger than this. And this pepper here is a habanero, and it's got 2 little guys on it already. So let's talk about peppers and what I did this year to some of my pepper plants and not others. All right. So as you can see, there are no leaves at the bottom of this pepper plant, and then there's fruit and more leaves. So what I'm doing is whenever I see the fruit pop up, all the branches and leaves underneath I've been plucking out. That way the plant can focus on whatever's up here, on growing that, instead of focusing on growing whatever's down here. So in the end, what should happen is I should end up with a bigger pepper plant and more peppers. So I did that to this one. I did it to this guy, which this variety of pepper and this pepper are the same. Look at the difference in color. You see how green this one is compared to this one, how yellow it is? This could be one of two things. Well, it's a nutrient deficiency, but I think it's a lack of nitrogen in the soil. And it makes sense because some of these pots are not like fresh soil. It's very important to amend your soil every year. So I did it to this guy. I did it to this guy. This is the serrano pepper that was off to a terrible start. And this one too, the leaves were not that light, but they're lighter than the other serrano pepper plant. This guy, I don't know if I took out leaves from this one. I think I did. Oh, there's a rogue leaf right there. So yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. I did it to all of these peppers. No, I did it to this pepper plant as well. I didn't do it to this guy, and I did not do it to this one. So these two didn't get pruned that way, but all the others did. Caramba. Yo, I be stabbing myself with these shish kebab sticks every time I walk through the garden. So this guy, I did it, but not to these, only because they already had peppers on them. So I said, let me leave these 3 down here, but I removed everything else. And I didn't top any of my pepper plants. These are like forks that happened on their own, or maybe they ended up being topped wherever they were first started, but I didn't top anything. I didn't top any tomatoes, nor did I top any of my pepper plants. And so as far as the pruning method of the peppers, I did it there and there as well. So my poppy flowers have been blooming, and when I tell you, they're just so beautiful that I cannot get over it. And this pot over here, this pot has one stalk that is just filled with really big buds. So these flowers I know are going to be big. My green peas. So I've been saying sweet peas a lot. These are sweet pea flowers. They grow pods, but the pods are inedible. This is the green pea that you actually eat. And I had a rough time starting these, so I still don't have any peas. But normally I harvest peas in May. We're already mid-June and still nothing. So now my tomatoes. This tomato plant looks like it needs all kinds of help, but it's got tomatoes. Lots of them. But I honestly don't think I'm going to get a second harvest of tomatoes from this plant. We'll see. This is my grape tomatoes. There's a little cluster here. They've been here for some time, but I'm not seeing any signs of ripening yet. And that's the marigold. These 2 tomatoes, I don't know what variety they are. This is the cherry tomato. The regular cherry tomatoes. Cluster there. This guy, I don't know what this is. But it's doing good. This little one is off to the slowest start in all the land. And then right there, that's a volunteer basil that popped up in another plant, and I put it in this pot. That's basil. This is another tomato. So this tomato here, this one, those 2, that one, these 2, and that little guy in there were all started from seeds this year. And then this is a volunteer tomato plant, and the other basil, volunteer basil, is in here. And then this plant, that plant, and that one, they were all starter plants. This is my sugar baby watermelon that I started from seed. The other one that had popped up over here somewhere didn't make it. after I transplanted it. And that is a portulaca, a volunteer portulaca, my favorite plant. This is the Black Beauty, no, the Black Swan poppies. Can't wait to see those flowers. My 4 eggplants. This one's doing a lot better than the other 3, but look what I'm seeing on this plant. And I don't know what that means. So if you do, let me know what the hell is going on there in the comments down below, please. My hosta. The 2 green bean plants. Oh, here's another tomato. And this tomato was also started from seed. Cosmos flowers are blooming. And here are the California poppies, which are just dying off. They're not getting any bigger, and they just seem to be dying off. So I'm not sure what's going on. 2 Black Beauty zucchinis. This is another Black Beauty zucchini. Lemon cucumber, lemon cucumber, lemon cucumber, Chicago pickling cucumber, broccoli. This pot is still empty. More poppy flowers. And in there, 1 survived out of all the others. More sweet peas. And then in here, I planted garlic and stuff. Where did I plant that other onion? I don't know where I put it. So it's official. These are zinnias, as are those. They reseeded themselves from last year. I pulled out all the forget-me-nots that had died. Those are the sunflowers. This lamb's ears, I want to do another trim. And then I'm going to just see if it spreads out this whole area and just leave that. I'm going to take that out and probably put it there. That way the creeping Jenny can go that way and this way. And then everything else is morning glories. The problem here is that I only know what that one is. That's the moonflower morning glory. All the others are either regular, the purple pink morning glories, or the other variety that I planted, which were blue and white. My ivy is just looking beautiful. This plant here is either a jalapeno or a hot cherry. I can't recall. And then this is a dwarf variety of sweet pea flowers. And it's got its first bloom to be there. This was a bloom to be. Didn't make it though. That's sad. Has some more strawberries there. This is the orange tree. And some rue. Oh, and then these were bulbs that my friend gave me that I planted this year. I don't think they're gonna give me any flowers, but the flowers are like fluffy and pink. My fairy door still there. Come on, flower. My elephant ears came back. There's a sweet pea flower in here. Get this out. See them? I just put some seeds in here just to see what would happen. And now I see what's happening. Oh boy. So pretty. Especially these with the white edges. Oh my god, I can't get enough. This is like the more common coral color. I just love them. Oh, and more cosmos in this pot, which are these that came up from seed. Mint. All of this is mint. I have been pulling milkweed from that spot for the longest. Hot and spicy oregano. All of this is mint. The lemon balm. The pineapple sage. More mint. This is chocolate mint. Over here is spearmint. Spearmint. I believe this one is peppermint. Those are chocolate mint. I don't know what that one is. And my sweet William flowers are done. And then my cucamelons. I have some more sweet pea vines here. And here, and then I have, I think, 6 cucamelon plants growing here. And they're right here. And then that's the top. So when they get bigger, I'm hoping that they can get long enough where I can start letting them grow up through there. And I don't know how tall they get, but if they get really tall, they can continue that way and that way. That is me hoping. I don't think that's gonna happen though. And then my sedum, or maybe that's what I can do in that corner. Put some sedum clippings in that corner and fill that out with sedums, because nothing's really gonna thrive there. There's not enough light. So, Boo Boo's Magical Garden, June 17th. I love these pinwheels. 2024. That's another thing. I put the pinwheels higher. The pinwheels used to be in the pots and they were giving me problems. And so I put them higher up. Alright. Oh my god, a bee came flying. Alright. Oh. I'm gonna sit down now and read my book. Nice milky cup of tea. Thanks for watching. I love sitting in that wooden chair, by the way. It gives me a different view of the garden, which I enjoy thoroughly. Bye.